Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Tita. So welcome to today's video. I've been just wanting to do a video about anxiety for a while now, and I thought it would be just, appropriate to do a 10 ways to cope with anxiety video. Not only because I just found myself to just go back to these 10 steps whenever I'm feeling very anxious, but I just really wanted to help. So I just wanted to give it a disclaimer right away. So first of all, these are my 10 steps, my 10 ways to cope with anxiety. It might work for you, it might don't work for you, and yeah, but I just wanted to express my experience, just to share it, because you might be going through the same and you might find just inspiration to just experiment some other, not treatments, but other ways to cope with it. I have my notebook here. 10 tips to overcome anxiety. Are you ready? So the first tip that I want to just give it right away is just to mention and just to raise awareness for the importance of sleeping, and sleeping good. I don't do this very often, but I just come to notice that whenever I don't have like a proper night of sleep, I tend to be more explosive and therefore more anxious about any type of situation. So my first advice here is just for you to sleep well. Just organize your day in order for you to just go sleep with calm mind, and that's very important. Another step here that I feel like it's very crucial is having a proper morning routine, a very slow down morning routine. People don't often realize how important it is to start your day the best way possible and not like rushing into the activity that you have planned for the morning. So what I do like to do is at least wake up 1 hour earlier than, for example, a meeting that I have or something else. So it just gives me an hour to properly wake up my body, to drink my coffee, to just do the proper morning routine that I assign myself to do. These morning routines may like differ from person to person. I just feel like morning routines are very important, and giving yourself that time to just really wake up and don't just rush right away. I feel like that's very crucial to just set the right mood for the rest of the day, and therefore kind of reducing your anxiety. I feel like whenever I just give myself that time, I'm more calm and more aware of the things that I need to get done, of my body itself, and I just feel like I'm more connected to, in the right way, to the things that I need to do and the people, and it's a thing that whenever I pay attention to, I really see the benefits of. Then I highly advise you to just hydrate yourself. Your brain needs hydration, so yeah, please hydrate yourself. It's a great habit to have. I myself need to drink more water every single day, because whenever I drink water in like large quantities, I just feel like my brain is much more awake and more aware of my environment, of my ambiance, and I feel like it's more focused. And I highly advise you to just try it out to see how your body responds to it, and if you like it, if you like the response, just keep on doing, because it's just healthy after all. So this next topic is kind of controversial. I feel like myself should be taking this advice more into consideration and apply it more on my daily basis, but it's basically cutting down time from your social media platforms. And what I mean by that is, I just feel like whenever I take time to be on social media for a long time, I start to compare myself to other people, and I know others may portray their life like it's perfect on social media, and sometimes that is just an irrational reaction to it, and you kind of feel like you should be doing something else, or you're left behind or something like that. So my advice to you was just, whenever you're feeling very anxious and like you should be something more because you saw people doing it, that doesn't mean you should be doing it. It just means that other people are portraying what they're doing like it's these fairy tale. You shouldn't feel bad about it, because that's your own life. You have your own to live, and you have your own goals and achievements. So yeah, don't stress about it. And that's basically all I'm saying about just cutting down your time on social media, because sometimes that really just builds up these anxiety on me, and I just start to kind of panic because I feel like I'm not doing what I needed to do and I could be doing more when I know that I can't be doing more, and I just need to trust myself, trust my time, and not comparing myself to other people. So that's just an advice. I feel like whenever I try to cut down on social media, my anxiety really just... One thing that I really think it just improves your overall mood is whenever you have an hobby that you just feel free on doing. So basically, if you like to dance, just go ahead and take time for yourself, like each day to dance, or to just go on a run, to just do something for yourself, to connect with your mind, your body, to just feel free and like worried free, you know? I do have an hobby, but that's very like stressful hobby, having the brand and everything. I feel like I too need to just follow these advices. So in order for me to sometimes reduce the stress, reduce the anxiety, and just let myself, feel free. So this topic, if you know me, you knew already that this topic would come here. Planning. I feel like whenever I have everything planned out, I feel very relief. I know exactly what I need to tackle on that day, during that weekend, during that week, whatever month, year. But if you have a plan, it just makes your brain feel more relaxed, more like, okay, I got it. Everything is much clearer now. So I just am completely ready to focus myself, focus my energy, focus my overall me on to achieving everything that I have planned. This advice, I feel like it's a little bit cheesy, but I feel like people need to try to normalize having emotions. And I don't say that in the bad way or whatever, but I feel like we are all allowed to just feel our emotions, to just process everything, process the situation, and not feel bad about it. If you feel like crying, you can cry. It's okay. That's just a way to cope with the situation. And you just need to give yourself that time to just understand everything that's going on, so you can just know how to act, know how to resolve the problem, know how to tackle the issue. So it's okay to feel emotions. This advice is really important because sometimes I feel like I would be very frustrated whenever I had anxiety, because anxiety was just an obstacle on my plan to do stuff. Now I just let myself just feel the emotion, feel the anxiety, and kind of understand everything that's going on, and then take a more realistic look to it. And it really helps me. I know it's an exercise that really takes time, just a way that I found to just cope with that obstacle, which is anxiety. That leads me to this new advice, which is I'm always trying to see the good in every situation, and therefore to be more realistic about it. I know every situation is different, and therefore your response to each situation is going to be different. But my advice here is just whenever you're having an awful day or something like that, just try to look at it from the bright side. Try to find some positive aspect on your day. Try to just kind of look at it in a more rational way. For example, this was really bad, but what did I learn from it? I feel like it's very important for you to just have this thinking of what can I improve on, and how can I do this better? How did I process something? So just try to be more realistic about stuff. I know this is really hard to just hear. I would hate whenever people was just try to be realistic. And I was like, I'm having anxiety. There is no space for realistic here. But whenever you feel better, just try to look at it more realistically, slowly but surely. This is an exercise that really helps me. So nowadays I feel like I just take 10 minutes to just deal with anxiety in general, and then I try to have a more realistic look at it, and then I solve the problem. So I don't know, it has been a lot of years with anxiety, so I'm just, experiencing and trying to see what works for me and what doesn't. So other thing that I really like to do, and I feel like it really helps, is not only seeing the good in every kind of situation, but also knowing what are you grateful for, because I feel like whenever you know what you're grateful for, you're automatically thinking positive. And that's very important nowadays. I feel like whenever you just sit down at the end of the day and just really think about your day and what am I grateful for during this week, during this day, whatever, I feel like you are just processing emotions. I feel like you're just taking a very realistic step back and just look for like the amount of time that it was, and to just really absorb the positive out of it. And every single day we should be grateful for so many things in our life. Just to be alive is a grateful thing. So I don't know, I feel like whenever you do these reflection on yourself of like, what am I grateful for, you are reducing your anxiety because you're not thinking on the negative side, you're thinking on a positive. And that really helps me. Of course, it's an exercise that takes time also, but I think it's a very easy one to do, especially at night whenever you're going to bed, just for you to just set the positive ambiance, the positive energy for you to go to sleep well. And then I feel like this one is a very stupid advice, but just breathe. Take your time to breathe, to probably having breathing exercises. I do them whenever I'm feeling very anxious. Also, it was my boyfriend that started those breathing exercises with me. He was very helpful with it. Just really breathe. Try to control your breathing. It's very important, especially if you have panic attacks or pain. Whenever I'm feeling like very anxious, I just have this pain all over my chest, and really just having these breathing exercises just help overall to just calm down and feel really relaxed. So I highly recommend you doing that. These are my 10 ways to cope with anxiety. I have a lot of more ways that I just use on my daily basis, I feel like, but these are the most important ones. I will do a more explained video on my anxiety, how I kind of personally overcome it during these years, which situation just triggers me and everything. If you'd like, of course, so leave it down below if you are interested in knowing more about my case, my personal experience. Otherwise, I won't bother you with that. By the time this video is up, I have released already my journaling notepad. It's a notepad that just goes through all of these 10 steps. Like, you have your self-care routine, you have what are you thankful for, what you're grateful for, what you appreciate, and you just have a bunch of spaces so you can write down at night and just have that, I don't know, really moment for yourself, so you can connect better with your mind, your body, and everything. And I feel like it's a very important product that I'm releasing, so I'm very excited. So, you know, if you want to buy it, or if you just want to see how it looks like so you can create your own, this is the Instagram of the brand, and I'm very excited. Thank you so much for standing by. If you did stand by, comment these blue butterfly. I love this butterfly. I love it so much. I will see you on my next video. Stay happy, stay safe, and most importantly, if you do need help, go get help, because that's okay. And yeah, I love you all so much. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.
Take my hand and hold it tight. Look at the paintings, I'll be your guide.